Hello once again, esteemed internet every peoples, and welcome back to Polly Plays Labyrinth of Touhou 2. This is episode 3. On the last episode, we took our maiden voyage into the Great Tree. We beat some stuff up. We finally got out of tutorial land, but most importantly, we grabbed ourselves a new party member. An awesome new party member, in fact, and I think it's time to throw her right into the main party. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Momiji Inubashiri. She is one of my favorite characters, mostly based on the fact that, well, she's adorable. There's not really a lot of official stuff about her, mostly because she appears as just kind of a mid-boss in Mountain of Faith and doesn't have a word of dialogue or anything at all. She's one of those characters that kind of just took on her own life thanks to the fandom. Really, there's just a lot of great artwork. A lot of doujin works kind of employ her as a character. She's often paired with Aya, mostly because they're Tengu. And I guess she's a petty patrol Tengu, which that just feels like a real insult there. But Momiji is important because she is our first and probably one of the better tanks in the game, and we definitely need one of those. In my first playthrough, she became my tank very early on and never left that position all the way through. She's solid, she can be built tough to last through to the end of the game, absolutely no problem, and she can actually hit too. Not one of your heaviest hitters, but obviously if you need somebody in there that can take a beating and help dish out one, she is obviously a character to do so. So we will be moving her to the front of the party post haste and saying goodbye to Renosuke for now. And we are also going to be just taking all of this good stuff right the heck off of her. And let's see, we're probably going to take this as well for another reason. We're going to take those 3 magic points away from Marissa. Don't worry, it's not that big a deal. We're going to throw on a couple of them Mad Milks and the Armored Parasite. And now she is kind of pretty baller for where we were at one episode ago. Skill-wise, she doesn't have much. She has some decent passives that we may end up using during our exploration and boss fights, but I'm not going to go over those for now. Momiji really kind of comes into her own even more so as a tank later in the game once some other systems kind of open up. But for now, she's got 2 spell cards. The first is Rabies Bite. This is a single enemy physical attack. It is a Danmaku spell that is shaped like a dog bite. It's good damage even against enemies with high defense. It's got a decent attack formula behind it, so it's not a bad way to start fights. It's not a bad way for Momiji to spend time while she is soaking up damage when she needs to. And her second card is Expelli's Kanon, which is 4 magic points. It is all enemies wind attack, and it is her signature no-shaped Danmaku appearing since Mountain of Faith. The magic point cost is low, but the damage formula of it is not so great either. But she can do a little bit of sweeping with it. It's not, she is not going to be your wind nuker or anything of that nature. So now that we've got her suited up to just be a pretty baller-ass tank for us, it's time we go ahead and head back to the Hakare Shrine, because while we were on our maiden voyage, we were able to pick up just enough experience for everyone to grab a level up. If I haven't mentioned it already, everybody actually levels at different rates, so characters are going to level up quicker than others. That's kind of a thing, but it's, as I've probably already mentioned before, levels don't really matter. I'll only be showing this once, just the manual level up process. You get a level up, and you get a point to distribute to a stat anywhere you want, and you can switch these bonuses around anytime you want. So for now, since we are in Explore mode, we're just going to dump the points into everyone's most valuable statistic. I think I'm just going to go with Speed for him right now, even though he's not getting anything from it. It just seems like the best place for his to go, since he's not an attacker or anything really all that important. We're going to go ahead and throw this into magic, and for Momiji, throwing that point straight into attack. So she's going to be pretty baller, just starting out. And I don't know, I'm feeling a little generous today. Why don't we go over here to Pachuli's library and give everybody a little love, or not. We don't have a lot of money to do that right now. We'll do that at a later time. We'll cut that out in post. We'll never cut anything out in post. But let's stop by Notori's workshop for a moment. There might have been something that, yeah, we came across. Yeah, we found a quote-unquote material, and I only know to call it a quote-unquote material because that is where it is listed in the items menu. We don't know what a material is. We just barf bullets. It's not our job to think, Kappa. Think for us. You know, I never thought about it, but Notori is a Kappa, and she's wearing a cap. You think that's intentional? At all? Someone in your party way more experienced at running an item store than me. Yeah, well, yeah. We weren't going to mention him because he's not really all that useful. So, yeah. The Kappa are the first to come to mind, because everybody's way more useful than me. Find a use for these things. Well, she can't find our fault in choosing her to do things, but she's just way too busy right now, so that's not something we gotta worry about yet. And on that note, I think it's time we head straight back into the Great Tree, do a little more exploring, and test out our new puppy pal. Here we are, once more, the root of Gensokyo's Great Tree. So we got a little bit going. We're going to punch a little further into this place. I'd say let's continue our southerly travels, see what we can find down past this item here. See, we've got an event pop up there. An easy way to reach that? Absolutely there is. And what do we got? We got some great tree hornets and some more nut eaters, but should not be a problem. Now that we've got a level behind us, things aren't going to be too terrible. I think those Koron nuts probably still present us an issue or two, but for now I think we're just going to punch some things. We're going to be able to get a little deeper into our exploration than we could earlier. That's kind of how you play this game. You just kind of punch a little deeper in, have to back out, come back in, and you're prepared to punch a little further. Oh, hey, you would be. Uh-oh. Oh my, look who it is. It's Gensokyo's favorite reporter. She runs the Bunbunmaru newspaper that is very reputable and only posts the truth about everything. Is that's her name. Her name is Aya Shame Maru. And she's got those cute little elf ears you kind of want to just nibble on a little bit. Maybe move down to the neck while she's kind of writhing around. And then gets all moany and so... What are you talking about? Good lord, get your mind out of the gutter. Of course, what could Aya be doing here other than reporting nothing but the honest truth about an incident? Good news. She heard some good news. Delaying the investigation of this incident. What's the big deal? The rest of the crew Tingus reached here before she did. Uh-oh. She's a little behind. That's unfortunate. Very unlike her. She's got catching up to do, and oh, okay, well, she's not joining us for a while, I guess. I mean, we're going to befriend her at some point, right? We kind of have to. At least that's how I see it. So, I know there's an item down there. I'd like to get that item. You gonna let me have it? You gonna let me have it? You gonna pull me back? You gonna pull me back in the right direction? Yes, you are. You're gonna make me work for it, though. It's kind of how all the pathing works in this game. Is you're gonna be pulled in the direction, in the general direction of what you're going for. Let's check out this rabies bite. Wha-bam! You're going to be pulled in the general direction of what you want to get, but they're going to make you work for it, mostly because they want to milk a lot of random encounters out of you, which, I mean, I guess that kind of keeps things fair. But you see, as I said with that poison, Momiji was losing quite a bit of HP there per tick. I think it's like 1 HP per tick, and that bar moves pretty damn fast. So we found an item. We have got a cantrip book. What is a cantrip book? That was a sub-equipment. A cantrip book is a book that records all sorts of troublesome things that might allow you to use all sorts of status effects, or it might not. It doesn't. It just boosts magic by 12%, and we got a candidate for that. There's your book. She's always stealing Pachuli's books from the library anyway, right? That's how Touhou canon works. I know a thing or two. There's another one. We were just meeting all sorts of people here today. Oh no, somebody's crying. Oh my gosh! Another one of my favorite characters, Kogasa Tatara, and she's sad. Why are you sad? Something seems to be missing here. I love that they just refer to her as a tool, because nobody really knows, but she's missing something very important. She's missing her umbrella. But the story is kind of like nobody really knows if she is the girl or if she is the umbrella. Her umbrella got stolen. Well, that's unfortunate. Help her out. I'll help you. You're one of my favorites. Oh, why are Marissa and Reimu are dicks? Okay. Well, we're gonna fucking help her. Fuck Reimu and Marissa. Just being straight up dicks for no reason. Drop an asteroid belt on everything for me. You could punch that Koron nut. That wasn't the Koron nut, was it? Oh, it wasn't. But now that we got a bit of leveling behind us, they're not too big of an issue. So we've almost exhausted the southeast portion, somewhat. Just kind of filling in circles as we go. Something that kind of drives me mad, as I do this a lot, as I really get caught up in filling in the circles, and I have to. And I end up taking way more steps than I need to get to a point. See, attacks are kind of barely denting Momiji. Like I said, she's sturdy. She's built to last. I think Chelsea would be happy to know that Momiji is built Ford tough. What do we got? We've got another event bubble. Is somebody else here? Because good lord, it's like the entirety of Gensokyo just fucking took up residence in the tree. Oh, over there. What do we got? Oh no, it's Parsi Mizuhashi. Yeah, Parsi Mizuhashi. She's jealous. That's her thing. She is the boss of stage 2 of Subterranean Adamant. She's also got those cute little elf ears you want to just like run your tongue along and then like nibble on a little bit. Good lord, I can't take you anywhere, can I? Oh. No, she didn't totally want to go out. She wasn't jealous of everybody else. Just getting ready to have big adventures in the tree, not knowing what the fuck is even going on here. Also, really love the depiction on her character art here. She's just got a real classy look to her. The first time I played the game, I thought that her green eye, like with the way the shadowing is, I thought that like they gave her a mechanical eye or something. But no, it's just her green eye of jealousy under the shading of her hair, which is a little wonky there, but not gonna hold it against you. Oh lord. So what are you here to do with this incident? Just be jealous? Oh, okay, yeah, come here. Still, just jealous of a light that shines brightly up on the surface. Anything else? Well, excuse me for being here. Well, she got a point. Oh, well, she just straight up, she's like, ain't give no fuck. Oh, okay. I guess we'll talk to you later. I don't know. She may be recruitable. Not entirely sure. But we'll see. Yeah, here are just some normal Kendamas. Probably don't need to waste any magic points on these guys. Just throw some attacks their way. They will fold rather quickly. Like the little hairballs that they are, as I stumble over every single word in the English language at once. We're pulling in some experience. We're pulling in some loot, I guess. Well, not really. I don't think we really pulled any good loot. Like, not like last episode where we were getting those fucking 1.2% drops. Could use a few more of those. There are some items here that I do want to drop, however, but that's just kind of a matter of if the game's going to be nice or not. Yo, it's our boy Nut Eater, all back in this bitch. Nice and breezy, easy peasy, not a problem. So, over here, we got some locked chests. That's what these little exclamation points with the keys on them stand for. We only have one treasure chest key, and I already know which one I'm going to use it on, because it is definitely the most important of the three right now, I think. And for that, we've got a sub-equipment, the biggest sword ever. Another sub-equipment, a purple metallic armor. Another sub-equipment, a mana flower. And another sub-equipment, a symbol of faith. That is a lot of real good gear already. And we're going to kind of give Momiji an upgrade, I think. Let's see, defense plus 36%. That's pretty big. An attack, like there's another attack plus 36. The strongest weapon that fires 3 huge waves of unlimited range. You may want to save your money for it at the last stage, but with just the last boss in mind, the Raging Wave Swords, Wave Trails are more than useful. Like, what? Like, I don't get half of the references in these items at all, and that's probably why I'm going to gloss over a lot of them. But I do think, for now, at the moment, I want to go ahead and give Momiji probably the biggest sword ever. We've freed up some stuff here, so we're going to go ahead and give Kaine a little love too. The symbol of faith is mine, plus 36. We'll go ahead and give her that, and a mana flower. We're just going to keep pushing hard into that magic hole of Marissa's. Man, I can't believe I pulled that one off. And let's see. Who do I want to give a little extra hit points to? Let's say, Marissa, you can use some love. All right. Continuing. What have we got? Let's just keep filling in circles. Keep beating things up. That's what you do in Labyrinth of Touhou. And up here we got another chest, and it is a main equipment, a Miko board. I do believe that's a pretty good item for starting out too. What do we got here? Maximum TP plus 3. It's not going to help us now, but when we come back in next time, it will be helpful. Who's got the lowest TP? I would guess that would be Marissa. So we'll go ahead and give you that for now, so she's a little more on par with everybody else. There's a little more gear parity here. And I'm surprised at the lack of Koron nuts that are being thrown at me. I'm not complaining, mind you. But I'm kind of surprised. Every time I've played this game, like the first floor usually takes me a while, because it takes a while to get running, and that's just kind of like the nature of the beast when it comes to random encounters, I suppose, is that it's, you know, really random. And we've got a power bracer. This is a sub-equipment. If the name tells me anything, it's probably, yeah, it's a little worse than, yeah, this is 12, and that's probably a 24. So 12% attack. I don't know. You got composite, so we'll throw a little more behind your attack for now. We'll amp up her spell card a little bit. Hey, there's a Koron nut. Marissa. Punch that nut. And go ahead and rabies bite this Koron nut. Wow. Not enough. Not enough. But, yeah, as predicted, because it's composite, Reimu's Yin Yang Orb now performs quite a little bit better. Again, she's never going to be a true physical attacker of any sort. So, where else are we looking? What else are we looking for over here? Nothing in particular. I don't have these dungeon layouts memorized, mind you. I'm kind of just playing it all by ear. I figured it would be more fun that way. We picked up main equipment, manga meat. Get you a bite of this manga meat, I suppose? What is manga meat? Manga meat is HP recovery rate +3, which means +3%. Who's got our worst HP recovery at the moment? Kaine, Marissa, obviously. But I've got her on the Miko board. So, Kaine, even though it kind of doesn't really matter at the moment, I'll throw that on you. We may have other uses for that, though. We'll see. And what do we got here? Just a couple of Kadamas. Punch him in the face. We got Marissa starting to run in a little low on TP. I could probably do a bit of exploring without her now. And even if I did exploring without her, everybody gains experience no matter what. Dead, not in the party, anything. Everybody just gets experience. So there's no real big deal about anybody losing anything. A lot of really smart decisions, I think, in this game that kind of make things a lot more fun and easier to get into. We found some sort of tunnel at the end of this wall. Okay, well, we found ourselves... We can hop over here again, so that's cool. But for now, let's go ahead and continue westward, where we will find our good pal Kadama Nut, or Koron Nut. Why did I say Kadama Nut? Kadama Nut. Kadama Nut. Yeah. So the reason I gave Momiji the max TP +3 is because I do rely a lot on Rabies Bite here at the start, and so that I don't have to waste any turns for her concentrating. She can have at least 4 of those now instead of just 3. We obtained a Great Trees Leaf. We're going to be wanting more of those too, but it's not an immediate concern. What is that? What's that up there? I wonder what that could be. A boss icon. And this is really cool, like all of the bosses. You're not going to run into bosses by accident because they just appear on the map. And it's just like, yeah, what's Lv? What's Lv 3? That's the challenge level. Okay, if we defeat this boss with a party average level of 3 or lower, we'd get some reward out of it. The challenge level boss marks the recommended... Yeah, okay. So I kind of explained this a little bit... in one of the previous episodes. So if we fight the battle above level 3, we don't get any rewards. And that's not true. You do still get rewards for beating bosses above the challenge level, but you get a lot more of them if you do it at or below. Yeah, so like every boss has a preset challenge level. If the party's average levels equal or less than it, you can get a random item that boosts MP, TP, skill points, or the like. Challenge level is a bit lower than the recommended level if your party's composition and status makes it hard to win. To win the battle at the challenge level or less, it's better to just give up, level up, and move on. And there are some points where, you know, like, I'm definitely going to be putting in an effort to try and do things at a challenge level, but not all bosses, because there are a lot of bosses that are kind of mean. But since we got a handy-dandy shortcut, I'm going to say we pop out of here. We got ourselves a shortcut, and everybody's primed for another level up, which will put us at the challenge level. So that's kind of important. Let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and get everybody a level up, run back there, let's see what that boss fight's all about. you another point in speed, I guess. And we'll throw yours in magic. You know, we're just kind of like... It's kind of like the first game in that you kind of want to just invest in everybody's main stat. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to spread things out very much. And like I said, you can change these at will. I can be like, yo, I want them all there now for some weird reason. I should be making her composite, but for now, going into a boss, I'm not going to be using her to attack. So, you know, whatever. Alright. So, we did that. We are at the challenge level for the boss, which is fine. Let's go to the magic library now and see if we've got enough cash to show everybody a little bit of love. You know what? Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get some love. And you get some love. Look at that. Not too bad. Kaine. There we go. Everybody's got a little love behind him now. Except Rinosuke. I just don't have much to really jump into him right now. And what else do we want to do before heading back in? Let's check out skills. Let's see. I think everybody's got 5 skill points now, so let's go ahead and invest. For the time being, I'm going to go ahead and throw one into Rabies Bite. Since we're going into a boss fight, I want your defensive buff to be a little stronger. I want your defensive buff to be a little stronger as well. And we're gonna just stick to a magic missile. Just boom. And Rinosuke, what are we gonna do to you? I do like that attack debuff skill, so we're gonna go ahead and throw that on him. And we're gonna go ahead, drop a hot save, even though there's no reason to, because dying in this game is like, there's no real penalty for it. You're just shot right back to Gensokyo to try again. They just kick you out of the dungeon. You don't lose anything. You don't lose any experience. It's just, hey, this game plays fairly light with the death penalty. So we are back, and we are going to make a straight run for that boss icon. We're going to have ourselves a look. I think what I want to do here is go ahead and throw Rinosuke in for the first couple of rounds. Yes, that's what I want to do. Nope, we're going this way first. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, welcome to the first official boss fight of Labyrinth of Touhou 2. Let's go! And what could it be? What the fuck? Okay, it's a monster is holding Kogasa's umbrella. Hey! I want that! Let's go get that. Yokai exist to be exterminated. Yeah, basically Reimu is Yokai Terminator. Let's go! And this is the Malignut Eater. Not that difficult of a fight. He summons 5 Nut Eaters, and they kind of... They get their turn regardless. They always get to attack first. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to drop a hot Rabies Bite right there. Red means that's a weakness. We're going to throw up a Hakurei Barrier. You go ahead. I would normally drop this on Momiji, but I'm a little more worried about Kaine at the moment. So we're going to just throw that on her just to be sure. Yeah, because I thought that they were going to go right after her again. And we can drop one on Momiji too. And you are just going to Rabies Bite once again. Look at that hot damage. That's crazy good. You go ahead, throw up another defensive buff just to be on the safe side. And we're not even touching the Nut Eaters at the moment. Let's pull Marissa in. Wabam! 223. That's solid damage. You know what? Throw a buff on everybody again. Let's get everybody going. Let's see if we can break 600 with that rabies bite. Oh, Kaine! You are just about done, girl. Wabam! 654. Get out of here. All that's left are the Nut Eaters, and we are going to be able to nuke them pretty easily with an asteroid belt. And that is the first boss fight of Labyrinth of Touhou 2. We got a tanned hide, we got an evil spirit soul, we got a life gem, and an energy gem. I think the drop rates for bosses can still be kind of wonky. I think that they don't have guaranteed drops. Like, you're not always going to get a thing. And I think that the bonus items you get for doing it at a challenge level are also randomized. So, and I'm not the kind of person that farms bosses for their drops. I just don't really see much point. I don't really care that much. Like, if a game can't be beat without, you know, grinding an encounter away for just one drop, whatever. One item out of the 800,000 we're gonna get, not gonna be that big a deal. So it looks like we found Kogasa's umbrella, but it is not in the best shape. That was a valuable item for that girl. Yes, it was. Oh, Notori. Notori might know a thing or two about fixing umbrellas. Yeah, okay, let's see what that, let's see, yeah, it's broken for now. So, let's go ahead, head on back to Gensokyo, even though we were only there for one fight. Let's see what Notori's got for us. What you got? What you got? Okay. Well, that poor umbrella looks so sad. I've never seen a sadder umbrella, and I've seen a lot of sad umbrellas. You might not believe me, but I look at umbrellas, and I know when they're sad. So, let's see. Probably fix it, but you need materials. Okay. An insect exoskeleton, a great trees leaf, and 120 money. You're charging it. Yeah, I can't believe she's charging us for this. You know, somebody's crying in a dungeon. You know, we don't have all the stuff you need. I don't think we do we? I only got a couple of them. Yeah, we don't have them yet. If I would have went back in there, we would, and we had the materials, it would have been fine. But I don't think we found even, yeah, we need an insect exoskeleton. And that is not a thing that we have, unfortunately. But it's not that difficult of a drop in this dungeon, I don't believe, so shouldn't be that hard to find. But that is going to do it for this episode of Let's Play, or no, I Play. No, this is going to do it for this episode of Poly Plays Labyrinth of Touhou 2. The next time, maybe we can get people to stop crying.